Hey, happy Wednesday, and welcome to Dave's After Hours Trivia Club, broadcasting live from the cozy corners of Hardwood Holler here in the beautiful upstate of South Carolina. Now, this is where you need to grab your favorite drink. You need to find a comfy spot, and you can settle in. Tonight isn't just about Hollywood magic trivia, it's about curiosity, it's about memory, and the thrill of discovering something that you didn't know that you already knew. Now, we do usually go live on Sundays with After Hours Trivia Club, and now again on Wednesdays with our Best of Hollywood Magic Trivia. We are testing out our new schedule at 8 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Pacific time. So mark your calendars and don't be a stranger. Now, for tonight's categories, first we will be exploring the top 20 Denzel Washington movies, a channel favorite. Then we will visit the top 20 Hollywood cult classic movies, and that should be some fun. And we do have a bonus round standing by if we have enough interest for a third round later on. And hey, don't forget to visit davidhansonart.com to snag some of the art from tonight's show. Every piece tells a story, and now some of them can hang on your wall at home. Now do say hi in the chat. This is where you will throw out your wild guesses, or if you want to just hang out and enjoy the ride, that's fine too. And a special note, tonight is our second show on our new fiber optic internet, and we are now in 1080p. So do let me know if it is noticeably better or no. Also, YouTube is now streaming to both vertical mobile on one feed and landscape for the TVs and computers on another stream. So there are two feeds at my channel, and if you are on one that doesn't seem like it's super well formatted, you might want to try the other one and see if you like landscape better. And finally, it is my mom's birthday today. So happy birthday, Mom. All right, with that out of the way, let's cue up our first round. We're going to fire up the robots, and we will let the games begin. Now, this is where I usually tell you that you know the rules. The robots do the painting, and you do the guessing. And I do give some clues along the way. Once again, we are going to be looking at the top 20. We're going to be counting down the top 20 Denzel Washington movies. So the first few might be a little hard. So good luck. This one is set at a segregated college in Texas. He mentors future leaders with passion. A fierce mind behind a calm voice. Now, this is based on a real debate team's rise. All right, any guesses? Anybody have any idea what this movie was all about? Top 20 Denzel Washington movies. This is from the year 2007. He delivers fire in a suit and tie. Okay, that's your last clue. Any guesses? Nobody knows. He also directed the film, adding depth to the true story of Wiley College. All right. If you don't know, going once, going twice. This was called The Great Debaters. The Great Debaters. And this is from the year 2007. So number 20 on our Denzel Washington countdown. The Great Debater. There it is. All right, now you know how the game's played. So let's see if we can do it. At number 19 is a haunted cop with a quiet intensity. Well, that's every Denzel movie, right? A string of murders unsettles the town. Now, my favorite bad guy, maybe yours, Mr. Rami Malek, joins the dark pursuit. I guess maybe he's not a bad guy in this one. Layers of guilt hide beneath the badge. Oh, yeah. We have another guy that's a really good bad guy in this movie. The other really good bad guy is he stares down a super creepy Jared Leto. Jared Leto. All right, now this isn't that long ago. This is from the year 2021. The script was originally written in the 1990s, but it sat for decades before it got made. Anybody have a guess? Denzel Washington Movies, top 20 in fact. This is number 19. This one's called The Little Things. The Little Things. There you go. The Little Things. All right, well, that's okay. Let's try number 18. Here we go. Denzel Washington top 20 countdown. A Florida cop caught in a deadly web. Hey, Rita. What's going on? Good to see you. Suspicion, betrayal, and time are closing in. He's framed for murder he didn't commit. He's framed for a murder he didn't commit. Can he clear his name before it's too late? Now this is a noir-style mystery with sun and sweat. All right, Florida cop caught in a deadly web. Suspicion, betrayal, and time are closing in. He's framed for murder. Anybody remember this one? This was filmed in the Florida Keys, somewhere we'd like to visit. Am I right? The setting mirrors the heat of Denzel's pressure cooker plot. All right. You gotta get a guess from the year 2003. This is Out of Time. Out of time? We're out of time. Sorry, we're out of time. Okay. All right, if we don't get some guesses, we're going to be out of time. All right. Similar title. A runaway train threatens total disaster. This is based on a true high-speed crisis. This is a true story, kind of, sort of. He plays a veteran engineer with grit. He and Chris Pine race to save a town. It is a thrill ride powered by steel and nerves. All right, you guys remember this one? Denzel on the train. Denzel trying to save the day on the train. He's a train engineer. No, doesn't ring a bell. The train used in the film was real, with actors doing many stunts on location. All right, I saw this one. Did you guys see this one? I saw this one. 2010. I saw most of it. I think I saw most. Anybody know? Going once, going twice. Mr. Denzel Washington checking in at number 17 on our countdown. This is Unstoppable. Unstoppable, 2010. There he is. Denzel. All right, they get more and more familiar because this is a countdown to the number one Denzel Washington movie. All right, number 16. You might remember this. I remember this. 1996. A war mystery unfolds from multiple angles. He's haunted by past mistakes in combat. He's tasked with reviewing a female soldier's honor. He's tasked with reviewing a female soldier's honor. Guilt, redemption, and moral fog in the Gulf. About the Gulf War. Truth becomes the hardest enemy to face. Often does. Often does. Remember the name of this? He's like a military lawyer, right? What do they call it? JAG or something? Don't mind it. The film features one of the first major depictions of women in modern military combat. There you go. That's what it's all about. And he's a lawyer. Anybody remember this movie? Going once, going twice. Sold for Courage Under Fire. Courage Under Fire, 1996. There he is, Denzel. Check it in, number 16 on our countdown. That means we got 15 more. 15 more. Now, you might remember this. I remember this. 1998. I guess the fact that I remember them doesn't mean you remember. It does mean you should remember. A convict father and basketball prodigy son. This is by Mr. Spike Lee. Spike Lee gives this story a poetic pulse. Now, Denzel is torn between family, fame, and forgiveness. Oh, maybe his son is torn between family, fame, and forgiveness. NBA star Ray Allen is the one who co-stars in a breakout role. Cool. This is a sports film that's about so much more. So much more. The final one-on-one game between Denzel and Allen was completely unscripted. They just wanted to go at it. All right, does everybody remember this movie? Denzel Washington checking in at number 15 on our countdown of his top movies. He's got a lot of great movies. Who remembers this one? Anybody? It is called He Got Game. He Got Game from 1998. 1998. Yeah, Ray Allen actually starred in it. He's a great basketball player. There you go. All right, number 14. Let's do it. We are counting down Denzel Washington's top 20 movies. And we're down to number 14. From the year 2010. A blind warrior on a sacred mission. The world is burned. Now words matter the most. He carries a book that could save mankind. Now, that's the key clue right there. Just so you know. Action meets faith in a dusty wasteland. This movie was pretty cool. This movie was pretty cool. Very kind of like a dark black and white. You can dig it. Almost a noir. Almost a noir. The twist in the movie makes you want to rewatch it immediately because you have no idea what happened. Who remembers this one? Who remembers this one? Nobody. Mila Kunis is in this. Mila Kunis. Yeah. That's what I said. Denzel trained in martial arts for months to do the fight scenes in this movie himself. Anybody know? This is called The Book of Eli. The Book of Eli. All right. That's okay. Can't get them all. Can't get any of them. Can't get them all. Number 13. Denzel Washington, top 20 movies. Here we go. He lands on a plane upside down, but barely. A hero becomes a suspect when the truth hits. Now, alcohol, guilt, and God crash harder than steel. His most vulnerable, most human role to date. There you go. He flies high and he falls hard. And an Oscar nomination was included. All right. Very cool. Anybody know this one? Anybody remember this movie? The plane stunt was inspired by a real incident, but with added drama, of course. Gotta add a little drama. All right, anybody remember this one? This is number 13 on the Denzel Washington countdown. Nobody got it, huh? This was called Flight. Flight. You got nominated for Academy Award 2012. 2012. All right, Denzel. All right, they get more and more well known as we go down the list. Number 12, from the year 2006. A bomb tears through a New Orleans ferry. He's pulled into a time-bending investigation. Tech and love blur as past and future mix together. Can he rewrite the moment before it happens? This sounds interesting. Sounds like some time traveling about. This is a sci-fi thriller with emotion and explosions. Which helps. Sci-fi thriller with emotion and explosions. This was Denzel's third collaboration with director Tony Scott. Tony Scott. Great Scott! And it shows in the style. All right, they're comfortable with working with each other. Who knows? Number 12 on the Denzel Washington countdown. Anybody know? Is that Val Kilmer? That looks like Val. I don't know if that's him or not. I think it is. This was called Deja Vu. Deja Vu. I guess Deja Vu is more proper. The 2006. Okay. That means we got 11 more. 11 more on the Denzel Washington Top 20 Movie Countdown. I bet you know this one. Number 11. A nuclear sub, 2 captains, and 1 missile order. Tensions mount beneath the ocean surface. Denzel matches wits with a fiery Gene Hackman. Another favorite on Hollywood Magic Trivia. 1995. 1995. Mutiny, morality, and military duty all collide. Who gets the last word when the world is at stake? Denzel or Gene Hackman? That's the question. Anybody know? I have a fun fact. Quentin Tarantino did uncredited rewrites of this movie to spice up the dialogue, especially the pop culture bits. Huh. So they had a little guest writing from Quentin Tarantino. That is a bit of trivia for you. All right, who knows? This is Crimson Tide. Crimson Tide from 1995. There we go. Crimson Tide. All right, top 10. Here we go. Rarefied air. You may remember this one. This one is a quiet man with a mysterious past. He keeps a stopwatch and he uses it well. He works at a hardware store by day and he protects the innocent and he punishes the wicked. Well, that's good. That's good of him. He works at a hardware store. He protects the innocent and he punishes the wicked. He turns a corkscrew into a weapon of justice. Oh, this is getting interesting. Anybody remember this one? From 2014. This is number 10 on the Denzel Washington countdown. The character is based on a 1980s TV show, but Denzel made it iconic on his own terms. There you go. There he is. The flash is kind of lighten him up a little. He's in the shadows. Anybody know what this was called? This was called The Equalizer. The Equalizer. 2014. There it is. Excuse me. All right. Number 9. Number 9. From the year 2000, a coach walks into a racially divided locker room. A story old as time. He leads with discipline and heart. This one is based on true events in 1970s Virginia. A football team becomes a symbol of unity. All right, football movie. I remember this one. Pretty good. Inspirational. It's called, the saying was left side, strong side. Left side, strong side. I don't know. I mean, I guess that meant the left side was the good side. I don't know. It meant something. Many of the film's players were based on real people who later reunited for the movie premiere. Yeah, it's cool. So it's kind of a real story, I guess. From the year 2000. Turn of the century. Y2K and all. Anybody know? This is number 9 on the Denzel Washington countdown list. How about Remember the Titans? Now you'll remember the Titans. Remember the Titans. There you go. All right. Let's see if you can do better. Here we go. Number 8. Number 8. A boxer wrongly imprisoned for murder. Oh, okay. That doesn't sound good. He turns his cell into a sanctuary of the mind. A teenage boy helps change history. Denzel's rage simmers under the surface. I am innocent. And you believe him. Sounds pretty good. I don't know. You guys see this? Anybody see this? No? The real Reuben Carter said Denzel's portrayal truly captured my soul. Oh. So the real person said Denzel played it straight. Very good. Does anybody remember this? Boxing movie. Wrongly imprisoned for murder. No? It's called The Hurricane. The Hurricane. 1999. Yeah. There you go. Denzel Washington. Who knew? Who knew? All right. We're down to the top 7. Top 7 Denzel Washington movies. All right, number 7. Harlem's streets power in a tailored suit. This is based on a real drug kingpin named Frank Lewis. Frank Lucas. Lucas. His empire rises with ruthless business savvy. I remember that. This is a good movie. I remember this. And partly because I really like Russell Crowe plays the detective on his trail. Russell Crowe is the cop trying to get him. Couldn't get him. My man, a cold catchphrase with weight. All right. Anybody remember this movie? Denzel, based on a drug kingpin, Frank Lucas. The script took years to develop, with Denzel signing on after several rewrites. Harlem streets powered in a tailored suit. No guesses. This is American Gangster. If you haven't seen this movie, I recommend it. Russell Crowe. Russell and Denzel. What could go wrong? Nothing. All right, top 6. Here we go. Number 6. This was a little different. Evil whispers through a haunting Stones song. A serial killer dies, but the horror lives on. Now, Denzel plays a detective chasing the invisible. The demon passes through touch. Ooh, this one sounds interesting. You'll never hear Time Is On My Side the same way again. Oh, this is the Stones song. Time Is On My Side. This sleeper cult classic gained a following years after its eerie release. All right, so this is kind of a spooky one. Anybody remember this? Denzel Washington from 1998, a haunting Stones song. Serial killer dies, but for some reason the horror lives on. The demon passes through touch. This was called Fallen. Anybody remember it? Fallen, 1998. Okay. Cool movie. Yeah. All right, top 5. We are in rarefied air here. Top 5 Denzel Washington movies. Here we go. Number 5. One Day, One Ride, Total Corruption. A rookie cop meets his streetwise mentor. Denzel plays a villain and wins an Oscar. So this is an Oscar-winning performance. You should know it. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. I like that. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. Alonzo Harris redefined what a lead actor could be. So Denzel actually plays the bad guy in this one. Cool. Denzel improvised many iconic lines, pushing the character into legendary status. One Day, One Ride, Total Corruption. Rookie cop meets his streetwise mentor. Denzel plays a villain. Won an Oscar for it. Anybody remember? This is called Training Day. Training Day, of course. 2001 Oscar-winning performance. Denzel. All right. We're down to the top 4. Top 4 Denzel Washington movies of all time. Here we go. Number 4. This This is from the year 1993. We're going back a bit. Two lawyers, one groundbreaking case. He starts with prejudice and it ends with compassion. Now he is opposite Tom Hanks in a very raw legal drama. This is the one, I don't know if you remember it, AIDS, Stigma, and Justice on the Line. This is the AIDS one. Yeah, very good. Bab's in the house. Good to see you. And you are correct. Philadelphia, 1993. This was one of the first major Hollywood films to tackle AIDS and homophobia head on. So there you go. Two lawyers, one groundbreaking case, opposite Tom Hanks. There you go. Good job. Glad we got that one. About time. That's number 4 on our Denzel Washington countdown. Philadelphia. All right. Looks pretty young there. Well, I guess this was back in 93, so it's been a while ago. How many years ago is that? That's 30 years. Woo. Okay, here we go. Number 3. See if you can remember this. This is even longer ago. 1989. Civil War and the 54th Massachusetts Infantry. Remember that? A runaway slave turned fierce soldier. It's a tear-streaked punishment scene etched in film history. Yeah, very good. You got these. He earned his first Oscar for a supporting role in this movie. A performance that stole the whole film, frankly. Very good. And you are correct. This is Glory. Glory from 1989. His improvised single tear during the flogging scene is one of cinema's most moving moments. Wow. I guess that cemented him as an actor. How do you get a single tear? I wonder how you do that. I don't know. I don't think I could do that. Although, you know, maybe. All right, I'm a little better at that. Here we go. Okay, top 2. We're all the way down to the top 2 Denzel Washington movies of all time. Now, here we go. Now, you know what? It's weird because I never even heard of number 2. But it sounds okay. A garbage man with Shakespearean depth. He adapts August Wilson's Pulitzer-winning play. So this was a play. Started as a play. Denzel directs and commands every scene. So, you know, he did start directing a lot of these movies. This is from 2016. He explores pride, family, and misdreaving. His monologues hit like punches to the soul. Very good. You know you're Denzel. Awesome. One of our favorites on the show. He originally played the role on Broadway, and he brought his entire cast to the screening. Very cool. And you're right, it's Fences. Fences. From the year 2016. Did you see it? Was it good? I don't remember seeing it. You know, I may have seen it. I saw most of his movies, but I don't remember seeing it. So there you go. Fences. Robots liked it. They put it at number 2 on the list. There you go. And number 1. Coming up. Yeah, good. Yeah, I don't think I did. All right, number one, not a surprise, from the year 1992. From street hustler to civil rights icon. Now, this is Spike Lee's epic. And this is Denzel's total transformation. Every phase of the man embodied completely. Now, this is where Denzel got known for method acting. He is a tour de force of power, politics, and pain. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. I don't know exactly what that means, but well, I guess it's an allusion to where black folks came from. That they didn't land on Plymouth Rock. You know how we got here, right? Yeah, remember this one? He looks just like him. I mean, like he transformed into him. Nelson Mandela actually appears in the final scene of this movie and insisted Denzel play Malcolm from the start. There you go. There he is. Malcolm. Welcome back. Alrighty. Alright, we're going through that list. Thank you. There at the end. Good. All right, now I do have a quick lightning round for our little brief intermission. We have about a 2-minute intermission, and during the intermission, I often play a lightning round where we'll put 20 Hollywood cop or detective shows on the screen, and the game is just, put as many in the answers as you can possibly do, and I'll see you back again in just over 2 minutes, okay? Righty. Did you get a few of those? How'd you take an intermission like me? Okay. Well, let's do round 2. Top 20 Hollywood cult classic movies, okay? So not the most popular movies, but the ones that have become cult classics. And again, it's a top 20 countdown, so the first few might be a little challenging, and then I think you'll probably know them more as they go along. All right, once again, you know the rules. Robots do the painting, you do the guessing, and I am the guy who gives the clue. So again, we're going to look at the top 20 Hollywood cult classic movies. Top 20 cult classic movies. All right, here we go. Starting at number 20. Yeah, these are going to be a little hard at first. Warning. From the year 1974, this low-budget sci-fi comedy launched a director who later brought horror to suburbia. Think of a beach ball as an alien. This one began as a student film and evolved into a stoner-friendly space odyssey. Now, was that a genre? Stoner space odyssey? I think it was. You'll find a talking bomb with existential issues in this flick. It's John Carpenter's scrappy outer space debut. First John Carpenter movie. Okay? There you go. First John Carpenter. Anybody know? Anybody know the name of the first John Carpenter movie? The film's screenwriter, Dan O'Bannon, would go on to write a little thing called Alien. Wow. Making this a proto-xenomorph in tone and tension. So, screenwriter, Alien, and John Carpenter. It was called Dark Star. It looks a little campy. Dark Star, 1974. All right, I told you it was going to be a little hard. Now, I saw this next movie. I hate to admit. I think I was like 19. This film was once banned in multiple countries for a good reason. If filth is an art form, this movie is a masterpiece. Midnight movie lovers, I think that's where I saw it. Midnight movie lovers made it a rite of passage. If you survived going to this movie, you were cool. This was an actor named Divine. Divine stars as the filthiest person alive. And he proves it, or she proves it. John Waters' shocking classic redefined what bad taste was. Sounds wonderful, right? It was very popular, though. It was. It was one of those first, rites of passage, midnight movie. You had to go to see it. Anybody know? Doesn't sound familiar? Anybody know Divine? Anybody remember Divine? Or John Waters? This is called Pink Flamingos. Pink Flamingos from the year 1972. Pink Flamingos inspired generations of filmmakers to embrace underground aesthetics and provoke with pride. All right. Yeah, there you go. Pink Flamingo. I saw it. I saw the next one too. The next one was a little more popular. From the year 1995. Now this was widely panned, but like most cult movies, it was wildly quoted. This film is Vegas excess incarnate. I knew that was the reason I liked it. There was a time in my past where I might have been described as Vegas excess incarnate. True story. The pool scene, legendary for all the wrong reasons. It flopped hard in theaters, but found salvation in home video. I don't know if you remember the actress in this. It was Elizabeth Berkley. Elizabeth Berkley. She went from high school halls to stripping stalls. Yes, she did. This is a Paul Verhoeven flick, and it's now a camp classic. All right. There she is, Elizabeth Berkley. You remember this Las Vegas kind of a movie about a stripper's story? It was, R-rated. Showgirls, 1995. Showgirls has inspired academic essays, drag reenactments. Oh yeah, the drag folks love this. And an annual burlesque tribute review. There you go. Okay. Well, let's move on. Number 17. Now, I don't remember this one exactly. Kind of a New York thing, I think. 1979. Now, this was Gangs of New York, stylized, surreal, and leather vested. This movie made subway rides feel like Greek epics. Baseball bats, face paint, and furries collide in Coney Island. That sound familiar to anybody? Can You Dig It became a pop culture battle cry. And once again, we're doing the top 20 cult movies in history. If I remember this cult movie, Walter Hill's cult gang flick still rules the night. Everybody still loves it. Huh. The film inspired video games, cosplay, meetups, and real-world gang controversy on the release. All right, anybody remember the name of this cult classic from 1979? Baseball bats, face paint, and furries collide in Coney Island. Can you dig it? Can you dig it? I guess not. This is called The Warriors. The Warriors from 1979. Cult movie. There you go. Now you know. Yeah. All right, I think you're gonna know most of them. Let's get it going here. From the year 1984, it's punk rock meets sci-fi, sprinkled with glowing car trunks. The labelless groceries alone are a chef's kiss of satire. This is Emilio Estevez. Love that name. Emilio Estevez plays a slacker turned repossession agent. All right. Does anybody remember the name of this cult movie? I'm not sure what that means, Victoria, but sounds cool. That looks like a Sora 2 prompt. Maybe. I don't know. Anybody remember this one? Alex Cox's cult hit is pure Reagan-era rebellion. Aliens and government conspiracies keep the flick kind of weird. All right, anybody know? Anybody remember this cult movie? Emilio Estevez. The soundtrack featuring Iggy Pop and Black Flag is as iconic as the film itself. This was called Repo Man. Repo Man. I saw this. I know I saw it. Don't remember it, but I saw it. You know, it was during that period where I wouldn't remember it. 1984. Okay. Here we go. Number 15. Now, I've only recently seen this movie. There you go. It's from the year 2003. And this movie is often called the worst film ever made. Supposedly that's its compliment. And then the most famous quote from it is, "Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, hi, Mark." The acting, writing, and editing are all uniquely inconsistent. Now this is Tommy Wiseau. Tommy Wiseau created a disaster piece audiences adore. So the movie was just bad enough to become a cult movie classic. This is the king of so bad it's good cinema. Anybody remember this? So bad that it's good cinema. The screenings include audience rituals like tossing spoons at the screen and shouting out lines in unison. So, much like Rocky Horror, this is called The Room. Room. No? Nobody knows? No, that's not familiar to anybody. Tommy, what's up? No. Okay. That's all right. Let's move on. All right. Number 14 on our cult movie classics countdown. They get more and more popular as we go. A bureaucratic nightmare with ducks, not the quacky ducks, the mechanical system ducks, dreams and dystopia. Orwell would be proud and probably a bit confused. Paperwork is more dangerous than guns in this world. Jonathan Pryce dreams of flying while society crashes. Terry Gilliam's surreal satire skewers authoritarian absurdity. I like that part. This sound familiar to anybody? Some of these are kind of hard, right? Studio executives notoriously battled Gilliam over the film's ending, leading to multiple cuts and the cult status. There you go. 1985, a bureaucratic nightmare with ducks, dreams, and dystopia. I don't remember this one. Sounds cool though. Might have to watch it. It's called Brazil. 1985. No? All right. Hopefully you've heard of some of these next ones. We'll see. Number 13 on our cult movie classic countdown. A jet engine falls from the sky onto a bedroom. Time loops high school and a menacing rabbit named Frank. Sounds complex, like a complex plot so far. Now, this is Mr. Jake Gyllenhaal. This is from year 2001, if I didn't say that. Jake Gyllenhaal broods through existential teen angst. Love that teen angst. You may not understand it, but it feels like it's kind of deep. This is the millennial cult hit with a sci-fi twist. Anybody remember this one? Jake Gyllenhaal, a rabbit named Frank. The director's cut added clarity, but fans still love debating its tangled timelines and its symbolism. Anybody remember it? No? This was called Donnie Darko. Donnie Darko. From 2001. Yeah? Jake Gyllenhaal. All right, top 12. Let's do it. We are doing a cult classic countdown. Cult movies. Hollywood cult movies. Here we go. Number 12. This one's in black and white, but it is from 1994 because color was too expensive. There it is. There it is. These guys aren't even supposed to be here today. Convenience store slackers wax philosophically about Star Wars. Kevin Smith's debut launched the View Askinverse. I guess that's the thing. Askinverse. A DIY indie comedy that became Generation X gospel. I'm not familiar. You familiar? Kevin Smith? Smith sold his comic book collection to fund the film, which made over $3 million on a $27,000 budget. So he made some money. Good for him. Anybody remember? 1994. Number 12 on our cult classics. I guess, as cult classics, they're a little more obscure. To say the least. It's called Clerks. 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 There you go. All right. Now, we got any British folks in the house? Number 11. I think this is British. 1987. These actors are out of work. They're out of booze and they're out of luck. 3 strikes. We've gone on holiday by mistake. This is British black comedy, and it never tasted so soaked in gin. So I guess alcohol plays a key role in this show. It's bleak, it's brilliant, and endlessly quotable. This is UK's ultimate cult drinking film. Well, that's cool. I don't know if do we have one of those? We might. Anybody remember? Devoted fans attempt the drinking game, mimicking every drink consumed on screen, though not advised by doctors. This is called Withnail and I. Withnail and I, 1987. Cult movie classic. I guess Brits would know about it. I guess so. There they are. All right, let's do the top 10. I bet they're a little more familiar. Number 10. I know this one's familiar. This is all the way back from 1984. Cult movie classic. This band turns it up to 11. Literally. This is a mockumentary. And it inspired real bands. There are Stonehenge props. There are lost drummers. And rock cliches galore. Now, Rob Reiner is the director. But it's the band that steals the show. This is the original rockumentary that parodied the genre to perfection. Does that sound familiar to anybody? I definitely saw this a few times. Real musicians from Metallica to Aerosmith have cited the film as a little too accurate. I guess it showed the lifestyle. Cult movie classic. 1984. Top 10. Nobody remembers. How soon everybody forgets. This is Spinal Tap. Or this is Spinal Tap. A little too accurate. There you go. All right. Let's do number 9 on our cult film classic countdown. Number 9. From 1999. How fitting. Boston Vigilantes with Righteous Rage and Rosaries. Critics hated it. College dorms loved it. Willem Dafoe plays an FBI agent with flair. Love that William Dafoe, right? He's good. Guns, slow motion, and Irish Catholic vengeance. This is a cult hit with a body count and a prayer. Anybody remember this? It's become a cult classic. William Dafoe plays an FBI agent. Anybody know? No? Yeah. The movie's initial distribution collapse turned it into a home video legend. Yeah. So they right away turned it into a home video. This is one of the first ones to do that. And it became very popular. Called The Boondock Saints. The Boondock Saints from 1999. There you go. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's not a bad movie. It is a cult classic, so there you go. All right. This one's kind of weird. I didn't realize it was a cult classic, though. Number 8 on our cult classic countdown. As You Wish May Melt Your Heart. Fencing, fighting, giants, revenge, miracles, and true love. Got it all. It's a fairy tale that mocks fairy tales. Cool. Mandy Patinkin's swordplay gets personal. You killed my father. I didn't see it, I don't think. Maybe I did. It's endlessly quotable, and it's surprisingly deep. That would be a surprise to me. Anybody remember this one? No. The film struggled at the box office, but it exploded in popularity once on VHS. It became a cross-generational classic from the year 1987. Nobody knows? This is called The Princess Bride. The Princess Bride. As You Wish. Okay. All right, I think you gotta know most of the rest. Cult movie classics. Here we go. Number 7. Number 7 on our list. A death-obsessed teen falls for a 79-year-old anarchist. This was pretty weird, I gotta say. This is dark comedy meets sweet romance in a cemetery. Sounds like a cult movie. This is the part I remember. Cat Stevens provides the mellow, melancholy soundtrack. Suicide gags somehow turn into life-affirming joy. This unlikely love story became a counterculture darling. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. This is another one of those midnight movie classics, I think. Its initial critical failure turned into enduring love through word of mouth and lots of college screenings. You know, for some reason, college students like this. I don't know. I guess. I think that's what I saw when I was in college. I think so. 1971. This is Harold and Maude. Harold and Maude. Anybody remember it? No? Nobody remembers? All right. Well, like I said, you're going to know all the rest. Yeah, sure. All righty. Here we go. Number 6 on our countdown from 1988. Doctor, what's going on, man? You're right on target. Sunglasses reveal the hidden truth. We're all being controlled. This is the cool one. I came here to chew bubble gum and kick ass. Now the cool part of this one is that you know who this guy is? Yeah, you are, Doctor. Good to have you in the house. And who is our actor here? He's made two lists. He made the cult movie classic list, and he also made the top wrestlers of all time list. Do you remember the actor? He is a top wrestler of all time. Alien overlords hide in plain sight. John Carpenter's sci-fi takedown of consumer culture. Yeah, it is indeed Rowdy Roddy Piper. I think in our wrestling list he's wearing a kilt. I'm not sure. The alley fight scene lasts nearly 6 minutes and became a meme decades before memes existed. Pre-meme. A pre-meme meme. All right, let's move on. I think you might know this one. Top 5. Here we go. 2004. This is my favorite part. Vote for Pedro. And enjoy the tater tots. This Idaho set comedy is awkwardly glorious. Deadpan delivery, dancing, and ligers. Oh my. Yes. John Hader became a cult hero overnight. It's quirky, it's quotable, and unmistakably one of a kind. Yes, of course it is. There he is. The film's ultra low budget and breakout Sundance buzz made it an indie phenomenon. This one actually did pretty good at the box office, right? I think. Pretty sure. Is the buzz from Sundance. Sundance buzz. Nothing like a Sundance buzz. It's the high altitude, I think. Napoleon Dynamite is correct. Napoleon Dynamite. Dynamite! All right, let's do the top 4 cult movies of all time. Here we go. Number 4. A goblin king in glam makeup kidnapped the baby. Good start. Puppets, mazes, and David Bowie's tight pants. Oh, wait. Oh, this is Jim Henson's fantasy world. It's magical and a little eerie. Yeah, you know this one too. There's the surprise actress. Jennifer Connelly stars as a teen. Oh, Jennifer Connelly is a teen. I bet that was good to watch. In a literal dreamland. This is a musical quest with cult magic. Though a flop at first, Labyrinth gained traction on cable and VHS. Yes, indeed. Like all good cult movies did. Eventually inspiring cosplay and fan fiction alike. Labyrinth. David Bowie. Yeah. Is he kind of like a lion, I guess? Or a goblin king, or... I guess. Okay. Did you see it? I'm not sure I ever saw it. Hate to admit that. David Bowie and all. Love David Bowie. Think I'd see it. Anyway, top 3. Top 3, here we go. Definitely one of my favorites. The dude abides. And the rug really tied that room together. It really did. The rug really tied that room together. Bowling, nihilists, and white Russians blend perfectly. So I did have that in common with the dudes. I used to like white Russians quite a bit as well. A mistaken identity snowballs into bizarre noir chaos. The Coen Brothers' most beloved oddball film. It's not about the plot, it's about the vibes. Of course. Of course. So if you don't quite have the title correct, I think it's great as well. I really do. I'm agreeing with your commentary there. Yeah. He is great, no doubt. but the name of the movie was slightly different. Lebowski Fests are held worldwide, celebrating the dude's laid-back lifestyle with costumes, trivia, and bowling. Of course, you gotta have bowling. The Big Lebowski, of course. The Big Lebowski, 1998. Gotcha. There you go. Okay. All right. Now, obviously one of the robots' favorite movies because it shows up on like every kind of different list we have. These robots are a little kinky. Beethoven, Milk, and Ultra Violence. This dystopian tale was banned in several countries. Now, Stanley Kubrick crafted a chilling vision of free will. And one of our favorites, Malcolm McDowell, his performance is unforgettable and very unsettling. The film's impact is as disturbing as it is influential. Yeah, it does seem like it shows up on a lot of our lists, doesn't it, Doug? Kind of strangely. What was the word I was looking for to describe Malcolm McDowell? I remember him from the Caligula movie. He was masterful as the sadistic Caligula. Kubrick himself withdrew the film from the UK circulation for decades due to copycat crimes and controversy. So people were copying what happened in the movie. That's weird. There you go. All righty now. So we're down to number one. What could be the number one cult film in history? Fishnets, corsets, and late night showings. Audience participation makes it an experience, not just a movie. Let's do the time warp again. Need we say more? But I've often told you what a good time warp I can do. At least I used to be able. I used to be able to sing all the songs. Tim Curry's Dr. Frankenfurter leads the cult of cult classics. By far and away, the number one cult classic of all time. Let's do the time warp again. This is the ultimate midnight movie experience. It's the longest running theatrical release in film history, still playing in cinemas nearly 50 years later. Yes, indeed, the Rocky Horror Picture Show. Damn it, Jeff! Rocky. I see you quiver with anticipation. Rocky Horror Picture Show. There you go. Well, we have had a little bit of late attendance tonight, Doctor. Glad you're here. We had somebody playing the first, one person playing the first round. Uh oh. Yeah, well, I I wasn't on that, but I'm sure I've been on. I think brownies might have been a popular thing to eat before going to Rocky Horror. That seems that seems familiar. Yeah. But that would always make the experience good. Uh, Also, another good movie for that would be Woodstock, right? That used to play at the midnight movies. That was awesome. Anyway, lightly attended tonight, Doctor. I don't know if anybody else is in the house, but I don't know if there's any commentary about the 8 o'clock start versus the 7 o'clock start because I know King would really like us to move it back to 7 o'clock. And I'm just trying it. Last Wednesday, you guys all showed up like late, late. It was like 9:30 or something. You wouldn't have even been there if I didn't start the show at 8 o'clock. So it worked out pretty well last week, but tonight's been very light. And I was going to do it 8 o'clock on Sunday also just to test it one more time. I think I'll still do that. But anyway, think about that. If you just assume it started 7, yeah, I know. I know it adds an extra hour. But I mean, 7 o'clock's already too late for them, to be honest. But yeah, I think it does. As long as the UK people are going to continue to be our mainstay, I I feel the same way. Probably should switch it back. Probably should switch it back. The only thing is as we got towards the end of all these shows, we had a lot more looky loos coming in. Not too many players, but sometimes a player, and they would all be at the end of the show, and that's why I kind of thought about maybe changing it to 8 o'clock to help. But tonight hasn't been too good. I don't know. It might just be a bad. We're right in a weird window of time for YouTube or something, or there was something else on, or who knows? Who knows? Who knows what the deal is? But anyway, yeah. So yeah, I'm leaning the same way. I'm leaning towards moving it back. I think we will leave it at 8 o'clock for Sunday night, though. I do have a good show set up for Sunday night. We have Audrey Hepburn movies. That should be good. We have gangster movies. So, top 20 Audrey Hepburn movies, top 20 gangster movies, and then an encore of top Tom Cruise movies. So, it should be a good night on Sunday for sure. So hopefully we'll get some folks in the house. I don't think I'll play round 3, Doctor. It's just too light tonight. So we will hopefully see more people on our regular Sunday night show. And with that, I will say goodnight. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being here. Yeah. And see you Sunday. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it.